Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the mountains, there lived a humble stonecutter. Every day he would go to the mountains, hammer in hand, and work tirelessly to break large boulders into smaller pieces. His job was grueling, and though it provided for his family, the work was slow, and the results were often hard to see. One day, after hours of striking the same large rock, he became frustrated. The stone remained unbroken despite his best efforts. Tired and discouraged, he sat down and thought, "Why do I even bother? My work doesn't matter. Nothing I do ever seems to make a difference." Just then, an old traveler passed by and saw the stonecutter sitting in despair. Sensing his struggle, the traveler smiled and said, "Why are you so troubled?" The stonecutter pointed to the unbroken rock. "I've been hitting this for hours, and nothing has happened. No matter how hard I try, it won't break. I feel like I'm wasting my time." The traveler nodded thoughtfully and replied, "Let me share something with you." He picked up the stonecutter's hammer and struck the rock. Still, nothing happened. Then he struck it again and again. On the 20th strike, the rock suddenly split into two perfect halves. The stonecutter's eyes widened in amazement. "You broke it!" he exclaimed. The traveler handed him the hammer with a knowing smile. "No, my friend, it wasn't just my strike that broke the rock. It was the result of all the strikes you made before. Every swing, every effort was building up to that moment." The stonecutter sat in silence, reflecting on the traveler's words. He realized that each swing of his hammer had brought him closer to success, even if it didn't show at first. His work wasn't in vain. It was all part of the process. From that day on, the stonecutter worked with renewed determination. He no longer measured his progress by immediate results, but by his consistent effort. He understood that persistence, even when it seemed fruitless, was the key to achieving great things. Years later, the stonecutter became known throughout the land as a master craftsman. People admired his skill and dedication, but he always reminded them of the lesson